This is a 1932 Ford BB, and it was owned by Don Burrows, which is a former member, board member, a good friend of mine. He had a food farm in northern Niagara County. When he passed, the family donated to the Wilson Historical Society, so I've got it out here for this weekend. It's pretty presentable, and you want to... Okay, coming up, we got Kevin Bear and his Peterbilt. He hauls his camper with this machine. I would say this is a model, oh, he's got it here. This is a model 330, it's a year 2000. Kevin's from Boston, New York. He's also a member of our club and is very active in helping out with the show here. Thanks, Kevin, for bringing it. Next, we got Ron Loveland. This is a cab-top Dodge pickup truck. What year is this, Ron? Okay, this is a 52. I think the nickname for these trucks was a Pilot House cab truck. So this is a Dodge Pilot House cab truck. Beautiful little truck. Thanks, Ron. Here we got I got to get the year, it's a 79 Ford. This is owned by Danny Karzabowski. Danny's a very active member of our club. He serves on the board. If you had a truck, he probably helped you park. This is a Ford cab over. The nickname for these are Falcon Nests, right? Because of the cab. Okay, they call this the two-story Falcon. If you remember an early Ford compact car in the 60s with a Falcon, and this is kind of a nickname, the two-story Falcon. Coming up, we got Dan Gambino and his Dodge cab over. And if he doesn't run me over, I'm going to check out his cars. This is a 72. This is an LNT 1000. This is also a pretty rare truck. You don't see very many of these around anymore. It's a very rare truck. Thanks, Tom. Okay, we have Mike Phelps there with his Peterbilt 279. It's a 1991. As you can see, Pete's done a lot of work on this truck. This is a beautiful truck. It's still kind of an original truck, but it's got some custom modifications to it. Thanks, Mike. Okay, we got a 1995 Chevy Silverado. Mike Stashak. Okay, Mike Stashak's the owner of this truck. This is a really nice example. 1995, you know, don't sound that old, but you know, that's quite a number of years ago now. That's like 30 years ago. And, yeah, 30 years ago. Beautiful truck. Our feature truck this year is GMCs, or anything starting with G. But GMCs certainly qualify. Here we got Don Kroger from Eden. This is a 1987 GMC 7000. And like I said, it's one of the feature vehicles. This has got a diesel into it. That's kind of rare for a smaller truck like this. Don tells me that this thing's got a 10-speed Road Ranger in it, which again is pretty rare for a small truck on it. And it's got 17,000 original miles. That's That's quite a truck. As you can see, sometimes he poses camper, but I know he's got other stuff to pose camper with too. I know we have Mike here, I can't remember what his last name is, or Brian. This is Brian Cole. This is a Kenworth W925. It's a 1972. And if you were here yesterday, you saw Brian running a slow truck race with this. And unfortunately, he didn't win this year, but he won last year. This it's got a two-stick into it. Now this truck's got a two-stick transmission arrangement, meaning it's got two transmissions, which gives you a variety of speeds. I would guess this one's probably a 5 and a 4, which gives you 20 different speed options. And a lot of times these are trucks were used for heavy-duty applications where you get off-road and you needed those low gears, or like if you're pulling a trailer like on a flurry or something, that was a typical application for a two-stick. But you gotta be a real truck driver to drive a two-stick, and I gotta admit that. I'm not sure I could do it. I'd have to remember which one I'd have to shift first, but actually the two-sticks are no longer legal to be sold new, because when you shift two transmissions, you gotta take your hands off the steering wheel, and you know, the DOT doesn't like that anymore. Thanks, Brian. I saw this in the lineup earlier. Now this I really like. This is I would say an early 60s Ford, but we're going to get the scoop here. It's a 1960 Ford owned by Mark Van Horn at Clarence Center. As you can see, that this was a fire truck, probably used in the forest. But is this something local or? Oh, he says it came from Avon, New York. So it's been a local truck display. How about that? But that's a beautiful old four-wheel drive truck set up in its original application. Here we got a Chevrolet. Got your camp card there? Okay. Oh, Eric, yeah. This is Eric Kaufman. It's this model AK Chevy. It's a 1946. As you can see, this beautiful tractor. He's also got a nicely restored John Deere 110 garden tractor on the back. Just an excellent display. Thanks, Eric. Okay, Ross. Here we got Ross and Mary. This is their 1939 Ford pickup truck. These old Fords in the 30s and really right up through the early 50s had flathead V8s into them. And there's nothing that runs smoother and quieter than a flathead V8. I love these trucks. Thanks, Ross, for bringing them. If you know me, I'm a Brockway truck fan myself. I gotta admit that I've been taken up with this truck this weekend. This is Jared Cooper's from Dunkirk, New York. This is the first time he's had this truck to the show. It's a GMC 660, a 1959. And as you can see, it's got a ready-mix mixer on the back. And this is an old-fashioned ready-mix mixer where they had an auxiliary engine to run the mixer. All the new ones run by hydraulics. And but this is really an outstanding preservation of an old truck and an old application like that. Most of this kind of stuff got scrapped many, many years ago. This is first time to the show. Jared's a relatively new member of our club, and I'm glad he brought it. And this is just a great piece. And this is his son, Ethan, who's driving it today. So thanks for running it through, Ethan. CM800. It's a 1975. Bill is from Rochester, and he runs a stable operation. But Bill has been working for many years on another project, and we are very disappointed he didn't get it done for this year's show. But I think he's promising that he's that close. He says he's that close. But you need to come next year and see what this guy is restored. He's got a very, very rare Dodge. There's only, what, 200 and... How many big horns were made? Okay. Bill tells me only 261 big horns were made, and he's going to have one here next year. So come back so you can see it. But we're glad you're able to bring this one. And Bill tows his camper, and Bill is also a very active member of our club and serves on the board. Here we have Norm Jansen. Norm's got his 1994 F-150 Ford. Norm is also a member of our club. Thanks for bringing it, running it through the parade. Okay, is it a 6-cylinder? Norm says it's a 6-cylinder, 6 in a row makes it go. Now here is one beautiful truck. This is Jeff Thompson, Thompson Farms. My name is Thompson too, but you know, we're not related, but maybe back in the long, history many years ago. But this is, what, 34? This is a 34 Ford. This would be, I think they stopped using the BB designation at that point. Yeah, but this is like a ton and a half truck, beautiful truck. Another flathead V8, just wonderful, smooth running engines. Jeff, thanks for bringing it. Also, thanks for bringing the International. I saw that this morning. Oh, okay, all right. We'll get him out of here so he can make the next trip through. Here we got Jim Zarnock from Corkview. And Jim's got his Ford V8 fire truck. This is a 1934. Who built this truck, Jim? This is a Sanford? Yep. This is a Sanford fire truck. They were the equippers. And again, this is another flathead V8. I love these flathead V8s. They're just great old engines. But this is a neat old original truck. Very nice, Jim. Like I said, I'm a Brockway guy myself, and I don't have a driver today for mine, but this is Packy Ankalanis from Youngstown. I love this truck. I've been trying to buy this truck off of Pat for about 10 years, but he won't sell it to me. But this is 1974. It's a 361. Just a great truck. Thanks, Pat. Truck that I don't think I've seen before, but I've seen the driver. So, we got Bert Brooks from Leroy. This is a Kenworth K100. These Kenworth K100s were really popular trucks back in the 70s. You saw a lot of them on the road. This is 1979, and this is a reefer trailer to haul produce. You can see the unit on the front. They refrigerated the trailer. Okay, that's a 1974 trailer. So it's very vintage to the truck. Just a really nice outfit. Thanks, Bert, for bringing it. All right, we have a beast here. This is Kenworth. Milk tanker. Jake Zoltak from South Wales. This is a C500 Kenworth from 1992. You can see this is a milk tanker, stainless steel tank to haul milk from the farm to the processing plant. So, okay, he's repurposed it. Now he hauls maple syrup with it. So he collects the syrup in the spring and boils her down. Thanks, Jake, for bringing it. Okay, we have Kevin Barrett coming through again. This time he's got his Chevy truck, which is a C30 to 1984. But behind it, he's got something even, I think, a little bit more interesting. Well, I like the truck too, Kevin. But this is a John Deere 720 two-cylinder. This is 1957. As you can see, it's a really nice tractor, very well restored. And thanks, Kevin, for bringing all the trucks and the tractors. We appreciate it. We got Wayne and Linda Smith. This is international. You don't know what model this is. What model is international? Okay. Well, this is a Camo International. It's what year? 86. There were a lot of these things on the road in this day too. And Wayne's got a tremendous display of John Deere two-cylinders on the back. If you're not familiar with tractors, these John Deere two-cylinders were the earlier John Deere tractors. They stopped making them around 1963, but they only had two cylinders, and they made that characteristic puff-puff sound that you hear from John Deere's. Thanks, Wayne, for the display. Here we got Jeff Thompson coming back again. He made a quick turnaround and dropped off his truck and brought his International 1066. This is a beautiful restored tractor. Anything else I should say about it? Other than it's a great tractor. It looks like we got one more truck coming through, the end of the line here. I know this truck. This is Jim Zarnock from Portview. This is an international full truck. He'll tell us what model it is and what year it is. But I know he got this truck and it wasn't running, and he had to do quite a bit of work to get it running. But it sounds pretty nice now. And hold on, Jim. I gotta get your car. Okay, this is a 1937 C30, and like I said, it was a full truck. Back to younger people, back years ago, most of the houses were, their furnaces were coal furnaces, and the coal dealer would come by a couple times a year and dump a load of coal in your basement. So that's what they use this truck for. Thanks, Jim.
You're all done driving through.
Okay, well, that looks like that concludes our parade for this year. I appreciate all the exhibitors that ran their trucks through, and I also appreciate the spectators. And other than our little battery glitch in the beginning, I think it went off pretty good. So, again, thanks for coming to the show, and we'll see you next year.